Good day, CEA members. This is Kristen Luevanos, your union president, and there are a few things I want to cover that I've been receiving questions about and concerns about. So I want to cover it because I know if I'm hearing from a few people that it's probably a lot of people that have questions. So I'm going to be covering transfers, 30-minute lunch, official site reps, the elections, locking your doors, special ed meeting that is happening on Monday the 22nd, and WordPress. Okay, so first, transfers. A lot of members are being transferred right now. Please know that it's because we lost about 10% of the teachers, but we've also lost a lot of students. The enrollment is down, so it's not like we need to be hiring teachers. There just has to be movement. That said, a lot of teachers were involuntarily transferred this last summer and a lot this last week. A lot of members have been contacting me about the 2 days. The 2 days, it's not mandatory that the district gives you 2 days. If you read the article 8.6, it says assistance and assignment change, where there is a change in assignments, whether by CEA transfer or by movement within a school, site administrators may authorize a reasonable period of non-teaching preparation time of up to 2 days when it appears that the transition will necessitate substantial reorganization or preparation. The district will provide a reasonable assistance in moving teaching materials to the unit member's new location. So notice the may. You have to request that time. It is not going to be given to you. Now, open house is happening soon. That's a good bargaining piece right there. So let your site administrator know that if they want your classroom to be ready and you were transferred or you had to move rooms recently, that in order for your room to be ready for back to school for the parents to see, you will need time to get that done. Also, teachers that were sort of transferred and given completely new subjects or new grade levels, you're going to need that time also to prepare and get, ahead of lesson planning, right? So again, you need to request that time, cite our contract, let them know that you're requesting that time, that it's voluntary, but that it will help with the reorganization and preparation of your classroom for the best needs of the students. For you to have 2 days to get that ready so that you're better prepared instead of a few weeks of not being as prepared because you weren't given that time, right? It's best to get that time up front to be better prepared. Next, 30-minute lunch. A lot of elementary schools, they're not sort of scheduling in movement time for lunch period. So a lot of teachers are being asked to go supervise their children during lunch. No, you are required to get a duty-free lunch per ed code, duty-free lunch, ed code, California ed code. And then our contract says 30 minutes. Okay, so if you are called before that 30 minutes is over, you can tell them my 30 minutes is not over and that it is not your responsibility to figure out who is supervising the kids. That's the administrator's responsibility. That said, notice it's duty free. So walking your kids to lunch and waiting until they're taken in line or getting them lined up is not part of that duty free. Your time does not start until you walk away from those kids. Okay. And then your duty free is over when you get them to pick them up. So you should have 30 minutes from the moment you walk away from your kids to the moment you get back to pick them up. That said, there needs to be that time built into the schedule. If it's not, then there might be some problems, and just let your administrators know that you'll be either walking your kids to lunch so that they're at the line right at the start of your lunchtime so you get your 30 minutes, or you're going to be going beyond because you are entitled to 30 minutes uninterrupted duty free, and take it. Do not be giving up your time freely. Official site reps. There was some confusion with an HR memo that was sent out to administrators because they said minimum day Wednesday or early release Wednesday. And so there was some confusion. Some administrators thought they were supposed to give you time this coming Wednesday, not last Wednesday. If that's the case, take it this Wednesday and just turn in your site rep paperwork to CEA as you're heading home this Wednesday, because it is due to us by then this Wednesday. So please get it to us. If you're out of site and you're having a hard time getting an election, site rep election going, please contact me and I can send one of the e-board members there, or I can show up there after school one day to try to get that going for you guys. But we really need every site done. And shout out to the 20 sites who have already got it done. So we have 20 out of 34 sites, but then we have some other parts of our bargaining groups that don't really have set sites. So they're a little more transient. So it's a little harder for them. But again, you can also do it before school, during lunch, or after school, right? Just not during contract time. Okay, locked doors. I know there was concern about locked doors because some members say, I don't have windows, so what about circulation? Supposedly all the AC units were updated. That said, the locked doors, the purpose behind that is safety. Safety of the students and safety of you as the educator. So please do lock your doors. I understand it's either a risk from COVID and the flu or whatnot as that season comes, or the risk of school shooting again. But we are being asked to lock our doors for the safety of the children and for your safety. So please do the best you can in locking the doors. And again, we hear you about the air risk. Make sure that your filters are being cleaned out frequently and switched frequently. Ask your administrator about when that happens so that maybe you have that information. Next, special ed meeting. There's a special ed meeting on Monday, August 22nd. At 4 p.m. via Zoom. Here's the meeting ID and passcode. Please understand that there is a link on our calendar on the website. So if you go to the website, go to calendar, CEA calendar. Under the event, there is a link, so you don't have to put in the meeting ID and passcode if you don't want to do that. Or you can just use the meeting ID and passcode. But we're going to be talking about the issues that generally affect special ed over and over and over again, try to find some solutions to take to the district and really fight for so that special ed works better in Compton. And then WordPress. WordPress is how our website functions. Like that's how it's built, is using WordPress. I am currently the only person updating it. So as you probably see, the TA is not on there yet because I've been quite busy. So that said, if there are any of you that know WordPress, which means that I wouldn't have to train you as much, it would be nice to get a little website committee going of maybe 3 or 4 members that would be willing to be people I can send things to put on the website. It wouldn't be that often, maybe once a week, that you would just need to upload things onto our website or take things down from our website. Okay, if you can do that, please reply to this email and let me know so that I can get that going, so that members get information from our websites. And it's a place that is the center of information for our members, so that we have just a place for members to go. Okay, and again, that's ComptonEA.net. It does have a lot of good information on there, even though it doesn't have the TA yet. It will soon. So please, if you're willing to help, let me know. Thanks.